Howdy, y'all. This is Paul, the Redneck Thinker. What we have here is a channel to communicate. I want you folks to be thinking by the time you leave my videos. Why? Because I'm tired of people talking via what other people tell them to think. So, watch my video and enjoy the chance to think for yourself. Oh, and if you don't mind, like, subscribe, comment. And I've got a link tree down below that's got my social media, and it has my Patreon if you want to help out. Thank y'all.
I don't know why that Biden decided to get into this particular topic. And most people, honestly, probably don't understand it. I mean, it's quite easy to understand, but it's covered in a whole bunch of government jargon and regulations. And it's the de minimis loophole, which is allowing Chinese to send over tons of cheap slave labor goods that is killing and has killed in a lot of places American manufacturing, American jobs, just a whole lot of America. Not to mention, a lot of these products are toxic and that's been proven over the years. Now, not all of it, but quite a bit of it has been toxic and it's hurt people. But this is a priority of Biden administration, Biden personally. And it's an agreement with Trump. Trump's actually covered some of this. He hasn't gone into the specifics, but maybe they hired someone with some real economic knowledge. Maybe because Trump's been harping on importation, but Biden really wishes to work on the de minimis loophole before he leaves office. This may hurt some businesses because there are businesses built around the loophole, but by having the loophole, it's hurt so much more of the American economy and American businesses. And like I said, it'll prevent so many of the dangerous products that's come in from China. A former Biden official recently talked about this being a priority of Biden, that he's got this bug to do this before he leaves office. And I have to give Biden this. I'm glad he's doing it. It's a good thing. This will be one less part of a problem that Trump will have to work on. He's already said he's going to be working on this. So, yeah, this is a good thing. It needs more of a massive change than what Biden's going to be doing, but that requires Congress. And, well, we all know how Congress is. But let's get into this. Okay, to understand de minimis, the U.S. International Trade Commission actually has the best explanation I have found. U.S. imports under the de minimis threshold of $800 enters free of tariffs and taxes and with minimal customs inspection and processing. The majority of these imports, shipped by postal and express delivery services, are retail products purchased online. Section 321 imports have been the key channel for Chinese business-to-business consumer online retailers that ship direct from factories or distribution centers in China to U.S. consumers. The large volume and fast growth of these imports from China since 2018 has led to increased congressional scrutiny and proposed legislation to modify what some have called the outdated program not suited to the current trade environment of surging cross-border e-commerce. Special U.S. Customs treatment for low-value de minimis imports is provided under Section 321 of U.S. Tariff Act of 1930, which allows for the informal entry of articles that have a retail value of $800 or less, and this was increased in 2016 from $200, and that are imported by one person in one day by individual customers. These articles are free of duty and taxes and are subject to expedited clearance processing. The U.S. de minimis threshold is one of the highest globally By comparison, leading U.S. trading partners have much lower and therefore more restrictive levels. China, it's $6.50, the yen 50. Canada, it's Canadian dollars 150. Mexico, it's $50 US. Euro 150. And UK is the pound 135. The imports account for a substantial share of all U.S. e-commerce imports by quantity. In fiscal year 2022, de minimis imports were 83% of total U.S. e-commerce imports based on number of bills of lading. During 2018 to 2021, U.S. de minimis import quantity increased 88% before dipping by 13% in 2022. By value, estimated de minimis imports were less than 2% of the total value of U.S. goods imports in 2021. During 2018 to 2020, the value of reported de minimis imports were estimated to be more than double, from $29 billion to $67 billion, which coincided with the surging e-commerce demand during the COVID-19 pandemic. In 2021, CBP reported that import values fell to $40 billion, a steep decline which suggests that the unit value anomalously fell by nearly half, although this may be an undervaluation. However, because the specific value data are not verified, particularly for postal shipments, value estimates may be unreliable. It's a lot of information, I understand that, but these aren't getting inspected. Think about that. So the value that they're claiming that it is, there could be more packed into it. It's a lot of gobbledygook at first, but if you really get into it, there's a lot of money involved with this, and we're not inspecting it, so we don't really know what's coming in, both in quantity, quality, or just if it's safe. Now, here's what Biden is wanting to do, and this was announced via a fact sheet at the White House. It's kind of sad that somebody who has had the mental decline and everything will probably not get much credit for this, but hey, this is what he's attempting to do. New rulemaking to reduce de minimis volume and strengthen trade enforcement. The administration intends to issue a notice of proposed rulemaking that would exclude from the de minimis exemptions all shipments containing products covered by tariffs imposed under sections 201 or 301 of the Trade Act of 1974 or section 232 of the Trade Expansion Act of 1962. New rulemaking to improve accountability and enforcement of de minimis shipments. The administration intends to issue a notice of proposed rulemaking regarding the entry of low-value shipments that will propose to strengthen information collection requirements to promote greater visibility into de minimis shipments. Final rule to prevent de minimis shipments from circumventing safety standards. Consumer Product Safety Commission staff intends to propose a final rule requiring importers of consumer products to file certificates of compliance electronically with CBP and CBSC at the time of entry, including for de minimis shipments. Executive branch action to expand procurement of certain textile and apparel products. The administration will explore ways to increase procurement of certain textile and apparel products across agencies as a way of ensuring U.S. taxpayer dollars are supporting U.S. taxpayer jobs in textile and apparel sector. Strengthen textile and apparel enforcement. The administration continues to prioritize enforcement efforts against illicit textile and apparel imports through intensified targeting of small package shipments, joint trade special operations, increased customs audits and foreign verifications, and the expansion of the Uyghur Forced Labor Prevention Act entity list. Yes, these will all do good things as long as people in the government know what in the world that they're doing. The problem is getting the government to actually know what they're doing. But this is all really good things that people should be trying to do. I know this was a lot of information, but people really should have as much information as they can on this issue. I'm well aware that it's Biden and people dislike him. But let me tell you something. The man on this one issue, I'm not going to get into any other issue. I'm just focusing on this one issue. This one issue is a good thing that he is working on. I don't care what your take is on the man. I have my own take on the man, and it's not positive completely. But the man is attempting to do something that can help companies in the U.S. This is something that Trump, I would guarantee you, would agree with him on. So, let's hope that this works. I'm not sure if it will or not, but let's hope that it works. And it's something that will help people here in the U.S. And it'll also help many other aspects of this country. This has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker, just giving you some more stuff to think about. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. Folks, I just want to say thank you for listening. I want to thank you for taking your time. I want to hear what your comments are about what you think on this topic, because your comments are what's important, not necessarily mine. I don't care if you're Republican. I don't care if you're conservative. I don't care if you're liberal. I don't care if you're Democrat. I want to hear your opinion on these topics. I want to thank you yet again for listening to my video. Like, subscribe, and all that other hoopla. This has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.